Welcome guys, I'm HOJ, and in today's video we're going to be doing another standard event with Azorius Control. So this is the deck list that I used yesterday in the event, but I made a couple changes to it. So all credit again goes to the player, Deer Slivers MTG, and I've just made a couple changes to their list to see if maybe we can make this a little bit better against aggro. So just go over the quick changes here in the deck, then we'll do the games, and then I'll do kind of a recap at the end. If you want to see the playlist and other links for the video, it's in the video description. There's going to be a full link for the deck list at moxfield.com and all of the win rate percentages at untapped.gg. And then also there's a link for all of my other playlists as well, or if you want to subscribe. So getting into the changes here, yesterday we ended up going 6-3. It did really well against control. The only 3 losses were against 2 losses to Boros Burn and 1 loss to Dimir Midrange. So kind of my thought is it's a little bit weak to aggro, especially Burn, and I wanted to get a couple more pieces of life gain in the deck. So I was looking at some other lists, and I was looking at like Jeskai control, 4-color control. They do have a couple other pieces that they have access to, like Lightning Helix and Jeskai Revelation. They also have, in the 4-color control, they've got Impending Defeat. But for Azorius, we don't have access to those pieces, so I wanted to find something else. And I remember kind of going back to my mono-white life gain deck, where Kutzil's Flanker played a huge role in dealing with graveyard hate. Now, the original list here did have 2 copies of Rest in Peace, which is kind of like the end-all be-all of graveyard hate. But it can be targeted by enchantments that like the Reanimator deck uses to get rid of it. So it does have some weak points. It's also completely dead in certain matchups like Boros Burn, and it's not completely dead in Dimir Midrange. It's good if you can then like board wipe and get rid of their Enduring Curiosities. So it does have some play there, but it's pretty narrow. So I wanted to find another option. And so I decided to put in 3 copies of Kutzil's Flanker in place of the Rest in Peace. So I cut 2 Rest in Peace, I cut 1 Get Lost, and I cut 1 copy of Elspeth Stormslayer, which is kind of one of our finishers. And I added 3 copies of Kutzil's Flanker, which kind of helps us gain some life. It helps us scry a little bit. It can deal with graveyard hate. It's kind of sort of like a multi-purpose card. It also provides us like a speed bump against mono red or Boros. And then I added 1 more copy to get the full play set of Stock Up. I feel like this card is just so powerful. We want to be drawing cards all the time. Full play set of Consult the Star Charts and Stock Up. And then we've got the Singleton Marang for the extra card draw there, or I guess like in a pinch we can use 3 steps ahead to draw cards. And then Flanker also being able to scry too is, I think it's gonna be pretty good. So basically I just wanted to add a little bit more life gain and a little bit more kind of smoothing, and so I ended up cutting those cards, and we're gonna see how it does. So let's go ahead and jump into a standard event, and we'll see how it all plays out. Also, I wanted to mention, if you were trying to grind and you want to find like kind of like a good return on investment, using standard best of 1 events for your vehicle is actually pretty good. So like the cost to buy in is either, I think it's either 2,500 gold or 375 gems. And then for max payout, you're looking at 500 gems, 3 packs, and 1 play-in point. And, you know, if you kind of convert sort of the packs and the play-in point to gems, each pack you can buy for 200 gems. And then the play-in point is worth essentially 200 gems, since 20 play-in points is the same as 4,000 gems for the cost if you are doing play-ins. And so the total kind of cost, if you're looking at it, you're essentially getting 500 gems plus another 800. So you're looking at 1,300 gems for your total reward, which is just under a 4x payout for your entry fee of 375 gems. So I think this is actually one of the best return on investments that is offered here on Magic Arena. All of like the limited options are not quite as good of a payout. It's closer to like a 2.25 or 2.5x. You know, again, if you're into like best of 3 standard, you can look at that. But this is really nice if you like best of 1, if you like standard or other forms of constructed. I think it's a pretty good return on investment. In order to break even, you only have to go 3 and 3. So, yeah. Anyways, let's jump in. But it's a pretty low bar to entry. All right, opening hand, we got some mana, we have some removal, we have, yeah, I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and keep it. And then we'll lead out here with Multiversal Passage. I'm not going to play this on 1. I think it's almost as good on 2. And let's get a second white source. And we'll use this for our second blue. Okay, so we are up against, is it Cauldron? So here we want to be, we could go Authority, but this is kind of a little bit less of just like a straight aggro, more of like a combo win. So we might want to hold up No More Lies in case they have Agathas on 2. Yeah, like we've got the Day of Judgment and the Ultima. You could go Authority here and then like save the life and play the Multiversal Passage. I don't know if it's correct. I think I'm going to go for the Verge and then just hold up No More Lies. Because again, it's a little bit more of a... It certainly can just go straight aggro, but it's a bit more of a combo. Like, we definitely want to hold up No More Lies on 3 in case they've got Vivi, which is sort of their win mechanic. Yeah, there's Cauldron. We definitely want to counter that. And I don't know if we want to go Shields down yet for stock up. I think we might, because we definitely want to hit like land 4 on time. We could also pay the 2 and go like Authority plus hold up No More Lies in case they've got Vivi on turn 4 or turn 3, which is a real possibility. However, we can also just like day it away. So I kind of like just going stock up here and going Shields down for a minute. Don't know if it's right, but we're going to do it. We definitely want to set up our land. I think picking up some more card draw looks good. I don't know that we need a second Authority. So I think I like going like Marang plus Fountainport here. This also just sets us up for day in case they've got like the Vivi this turn. Now they could still use it if they have like a second Cauldron, but we'll see. They didn't have Vivi there. I don't necessarily think they have it again. I think this is a good time to just day. Just get these out of here and then set up for more like spot removal or No More Lies. So I think we just day. And then just hope to hit land drops here. I guess if we don't hit land drops, we can just like hold up Marang. Okay, there's the Vivi. It's fine. I think we get lost this one. Could also just day, but that's this way we get to hold up No More Lies, which is kind of nice. So I think we don't want them to untap with it. And then we just hold up No More Lies. Here we're looking to counter probably Soul Cauldron or another Vivi. Because, like, I guess if they play Vivi, we could just day again, I suppose. But we kind of want a Marang and sort of get some card draw going. Tursa is pretty good. I feel like this is a good target here just to get rid of as well. Just kind of slow them down a little bit. All right, now I think we want to just like Marang and make sure we hit some lands. We'll go shields down for a minute here. And then we discard. I guess I kind of like holding on to Ultima because it gets rid of these tokens in case they don't use them. I don't know that we need both day and Ultima. I think we maybe toss the day here. Flanker's really good. I think we just cut day. And then we can play this and get authority. I suppose we could have also just cut authority, but I kind of like authority. I don't know if that's right, but sure. Yeah, Flanker is great here too. Ooh, that's a nice hit. Okay, Beza is good. I also just like flankering here is pretty good. Gets rid of their Vivi and also gets rid of this Winter Night Stories. Can't do that and Beza, but we can go for. I think we just want to get rid of their yard. I don't know if we need. It just kind of slows them down a little bit. Yeah, I think I like authority plus flanker. And then I suppose we can consult if we have to. I don't know if we go for authority here. We could like pretend we have. Maybe we wait on authority actually. This way we can block and draw a card. Braid, sure. I guess they don't want to commit so that we don't just board wipe again. Let's just draw a card here. Okay, we got an extra Ultima. I think we can probably just Beza here and just take some time before we Ultima. So can we star charts plus Beza? Not yet. I guess we could just Ultima. Actually, let's Beza. Let's Beza instead, and then let's see, let's tap it like that. We'll Beza first. And now we can, let's get authority down. Then we can consult if we have to. I suppose we could have kept that in hand and then like blocked and drawn a card. That might have been okay. But they've got to get past Beza here. Okay, they've got Vivi. So now we definitely want to Ultima. Do we consult? I think I still want to consult for 2. I think we can hold out. I guess we could draw a card plus Ultima. No, we don't have enough mana. If we consult, I think we just attack and then wipe the board. It's like super telegraphed, but whatever. And I guess since we have double star chart, we could do it now. I still think we wait, though. That was a lucky Winter Night Stories there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. Okay, Passage. Let's see. Okay, let's play the Passage. Do we need the extra mana? I don't think so. Actually, we could make a token. Yeah, I think I want all my mana. Okay, let's star charts for 8. Okay, that feels pretty good. Now we can get double 3 steps and just feel very, very secure. And then start making tokens and other weird nonsense. All right, let's consult again. Can pick up a stock up. Do we want another Fountainport? Definitely getting stock up. Probably pick up I guess we have Ultima, so we're not super worried about that. Maybe we grab Fountainport here. Okay, that's nice. Now we can start going off with Elspeth and then lock everything else down. Sure, that's fine. Don't care. Definitely not going to counter that. Holding up 3 steps. Vivi, I think we have to counter that, right? I guess we don't have to counter. We could just Ultima again. I think we counter it. Sure. Okay, they've got all of the Winter Night stories. Every last one of them. So I think we stock up now. I suppose we could also just like make double tokens and just kill them next turn. I kind of like that play. Yeah, I think we lock them down with 3 steps, and we could potentially end of turn like double token to make 1 billion tokens. That'll make 4 more tokens. 7. We don't quite push for lethal. Maybe we're supposed to stock up here. I guess I can stock up. Flanker is great. Flanker is hilarious. Oh my god. Flanker. Oh, what a beating. What a complete beating. Goodbye, Winter Night Stories. Yep, that'll do it. 1-0. Yeah, I'm really liking the flankers so far. So far, they are fantastic. All right. Just 1 second here. Whew. Okay, opening hand looks great. We've got card draw, a little bit of a speed bump, some land. Feels good. Let's start with the Anchorage just because, again, I don't think we need authority on 1. It's certainly fine, nothing wrong with it, but get our land figured out. Okay. Probably don't need authority against this kind of deck. Maybe, but I think it's probably the weakest card here. Now I guess we've got Consult. I think we just want to wait on that if we can. Not just do it just to do it, and then we can stock up. All right, we already have Ultima. I can't imagine us needing Day of Judgment also. I think I just want land here, honestly. Island and Verge. Just want to keep hitting our land drops. We've got Beza as a speed bump if necessary. Oh, it's that deck. Okay. Well, we haven't taken any pain yet, so I guess we could go down to 10. We have Get Lost up in case they play the 4-mana 2/4 flyer or whatever thing. We don't need to Beza yet. I think we just Consult here, holding Get Lost. We could also Get Lost this, but I don't think we need to, since we have the Beza. Slasher number 2. This is where, actually, this is that one situation where I think Flanker is worse than Rest in Peace, because this thing would just go away in that situation. All right. Okay, let's consult. I like 3 steps. I don't know what we use it for, honestly. We're gonna have 6 mana somewhat soon. We could get like No More Lies plus Elspeth. I like Elspeth as like we might have to start like trying to win this game here pretty soon. Because next turn we probably go for Beza. I almost feel like land is what we need. Beza plus land. Just hit our land drops, but 3 steps is good. No More Lies also might be what we need to get through this. It's like a cheap counter. Again, I don't know if that's right, but it's sort of where we're at. So now if we Beza, hang on, let's hit our land drop first. And then we Beza. Make a bunch of blockers, gain some life. They've got some problematic man land. Okay, I think we just block these. They're going Annex on us. Okay. It's pretty good. We could get lost the Annex. The Slasher is still a major problem. I definitely want to get Elspeth going soon. Ultima doesn't really do much. Problem is if we play Elspeth, we can't really protect it just yet. We gotta do that next turn. So now we could like, I guess we could consult plus get lost here. I think we wait for them to pay the 5 and then kill this. And then block here and then consult. I feel like that's probably the play. If they remove this, it's kind of annoying, but we don't die. Could also make some blockers with Elspeth, but that does get kind of annoying as well. Maybe we're supposed to Elspeth this turn. No, I think we do that next turn. I think they want to just get this thing going. Okay, block here. They're thinking about it. I guess they still get the demon, right? Okay, let's get lost. They get the demon, then we consult, and then we can Ultima. Actually, Marang is pretty good here. Because we can use Marang to bounce their nonsense. Do we want to consult again? I kind of like 3 steps as well. I feel like consult is so good. We already have 1 counter here. Yeah, I think let's just get Marang plus consult. then we have stock up. Okay, so now we Ultima and hold up No More Lies. Or consult. Oh, those things don't come back? That's amazing. Okay. Did not know that. Oh, it just ends the turn. That's cool. Yeah, I guess it's because it ends the turn that's what causes it to just go away. Man, Ultima is great. Artifact or creature. They get our Marang. It's kind of annoying. Do we care? We could kind of make them spend the rest of their turn for it. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the best use of our No More Lies, just to like time walk them a little bit. Like, I don't think No More Lies is getting a lot better. Ooh, they just let it go. Okay, that works too. Annex number 2, sure. Okay, that's fair. That's pretty good. Now we can Elspeth plus stock up, I think. Yeah. If they kill Elspeth, it's annoying, but I think it's fine. Actually, we probably just use Elspeth now to get rid of their stupid annex. Oh, it only heals creatures, never mind. I suppose we could have stocked up first. I think I'm still doing it, though. Flanker, do we care? I think we definitely want to have access today. Probably in Flanker, just for the scry. The life might matter also. They make their demon token, we can... Oh yeah, that's great. Now we can go Marang, can demo field their nonsense. This is fantastic. All right, so now we Marang, bounce both of these. That's really funny. And then let's make some more tokens, I think. And I guess we just flanker. Or actually, oh, that was a mistake. I should have demo field before they untapped. Wonder if I can do it in response. Don't care about that. That's fine. Exiles a card. I guess we could lose the day. We don't really... Day is not super important anymore. So we're kind of taking over the field. Sure. Next turn we just push. Push for 8, 11. Possibly 14. Ooh, actually, if we deep cavern bat, I suppose they can block. Let's flanker here so we have more attackers. And let's, I think we scry, right? I guess they could like redo this, but we don't really care. So I think we just scry. Actually, do they get any of this stuff back? I think we just scry. I suppose we can take 3 steps. Authority is actually decent as well. All right, so now activate. Go for the kill. Should be game. I don't think they can kill us out of nowhere. Sure. Don't think they have any outs. Yep. 2-0. Okay, opening hand looks good. We've got a little bit of counter action, some life gain, some mana. Not a lot of card draw, but flanker is like pseudo card draw. It's at least scry, which is nice. Ooh, this deck. Flanker is pretty good against this deck. I don't think we need authority on one. We want to get our mana going. We do probably want to have access to No More Lies, though. So I think they have a sack target that costs 3 mana. Sephiroth is 4. Do we want to have authority here? But we've got Beza. I'm not super worried about that. I think we do want to have access to counter magic. Yeah, Sephiroth does cost 3. Okay, good to know. No, thank you. Now we could go for the stock up play. Let's see. Could do that. Hold up, get lost, play authority. Yeah, I don't think they can completely go off next turn, so I think we just go for stock up here. Definitely want to have 3-step. Ultima is probably also a good choice. I'd like to get another stock up, that'd be nice, but I think we definitely need the counter magic for their, like, whatever the past, bring it back. And then if they do that, we have to be able to kill everything. So I think we go Ultima. We also have flanker to get rid of their yard. I kind of wanted to pick up a land too because we're still short and we have this kind of awkward Restless Anchorage. So we're going to take some heat here. They can't sack anything yet, thankfully. Okay, flanker is good. Unfortunately, we don't have access to counters. Yeah, we can't counter. We can flanker. We could do authority here if we're worried about life. I'm not terribly worried about it yet, because I think they have to play something to sack everything and then play everything again. So I think we just do flanker, end of turn. Or in response if we need to. We can also get lost here. Okay, that is one we've got to be careful about. So I think we need to get lost this guy in response. They can like set up a huge yard and then like yeah, gotta kill this in response. Oh, he can actually sack artifacts? Oh, that is so bad. I didn't realize he could do that. Whew, that's terrible. Okay, there's Day. The problem with Day is that if we Day, he just finds whatever the past and then like plays everything next turn. I think we have to save flanker here. Can also play authority. I think we actually play authority, hold up flanker, and 3-step. Problem with that is that we just get beat down for another 6, which isn't great. But we can use flanker to gain a little bit of life, try to smooth out our draws. Yeah, because I think if we Day, he just sets up whatever the bring everything back is card. There it is, raise the past. That's the card I'm looking for. He definitely wants to keep that on top. Ooh, Vengeful Blood Witch. That's... Okay, he can only hit us for 3, so I think we let that go. Now we play flanker, get the yard, and threaten to block his sack target. Let's see, how big is his yard right now? It's pretty bad, but it's worth getting. Yeah, now he can only raise the past for 1. If we day, it doesn't really help us. He just brings everything back. I think we just Beza here and then just try to set up. We want to get ahead on land so we can hold up 3-step and then just get everything gone. Like ideally what we want is we want 7 mana so we can go day into flanker. Need a couple more mana to get there. Is he going for like a raise the past this turn? I guess he could. Can he kill us this turn? I don't know. Because if he brings him back, we gain the life off authority. Okay, he's going for it. Authority stymies the bleeding a little bit. So now he wants to set up another bigger raise the past by sacking all this other nonsense. Problem is we don't have 7 mana yet. Yeah, because if we Ultima now, he just fills up his yard. He can look a couple more times. I think we have to unfortunately hold here. I guess we can make a copy of Beza if we need to. So I think we just sit. So I think end of turn, we just draw cards and make a copy of Beza. What do we want to discard? We need the land for sure. We want Marang. I guess we don't need Ultima and Day. I think we can, oh yeah, we lose Ultima here because he's going to sack these anyways on the way out. And then we can Day into flanker. Okay, so now we just attack and Day. Now he sets up his graveyard for a big Raise the Past. And now, in response, we take out his yard. Okay, now he's got Sephiroth, sure. So we can just bounce Sephiroth, play Marang, and start taking over the game. Or we can bounce both of those tokens. That's pretty funny too. I guess, yeah, let's do that. Maybe we're supposed to bounce Sephiroth? I don't know. And we've got 3 steps back up. Okay, so I think we can, yeah, we can attack with 1 anchorage here and hold up 3 steps. Gorehound, let's just counter that. Okay, so now Anchorage, we're swinging for 11. Let's swing for lethal. Oh, I guess we tapped it a little bit wrong. It's fine. Force blocks. All right, that'll do it. Three and 0. Quick break. Yeah, so far I like the I really like the Kutzil's flankers. They're doing great work. Opening hand looks good. We got a counter, we got some land, we have some card draw. A little potentially slow, but okay, up against Demir mid-range. Do we want to wait to play this on 2 and get our land down? I kind of think we do. Let's get this as blue. Ooh, sunset's at, okay, that's pretty nasty. That is potentially a real problem. We might have to consult here. I think if we consult plus stock up, because we need to wipe this board. I don't know if we have time for authority. You know, I guess I don't know if it's right here. I think authority will buy us a little bit of time. I think I am gonna authority. Again, I don't know if it's right, but I really want to try to get extra value off consult if we can. And then hope stock up hits.
Looks like I gotta fight my way out of this one. Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
All right. Okay, so now we will go with stock up and hope we hit. We did not. Okay, so now we got to do damage control. Flanker can buy us a little bit of time potentially. We probably need flanker plus no more lies. Next turn, what do we want to do? We can have access to no more lies if we need it, which we will definitely need it. Yeah, maybe we were supposed to consult instead of play the authority. Because we might just be dead to this. This is just too much damage. We needed the extra card draws. I guess the other consideration is like maybe we weren't supposed to keep this hand. That's the other possibility. Yeah, now we have to like literally draw it off the top. Yeah, I guess being on the draw, if we were up against like this kind of deck, or maybe if we were up against Boros that was just like too slow and we were supposed to mulligan. All right. So Kutzil's flanker can block 1. The problem is he still hits us for 5 if he doesn't play anything else. Authority doesn't really help us too much. But I think we kind of have to do that. And then just hope he like plays a creature for whatever reason. I doubt I mean, he doesn't. There's no reason for him to do that. Drowner. Like, we counter that, but then we still die, so that doesn't really help us. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Because, yeah, we block here. We go to 8. I suppose he only hits us for 7, so we go down to 1. We have 1 more draw step. Unless he has counters. If he has removal, we're also dead. Yeah, we need to literally get it off the top now. And he needs to not have removal. Yep, that's going to do it. Okay, so I guess if we're on the draw in that situation where we don't have action until turn 3, it's probably not fast enough against an unknown opponent. 3-1. That was pretty impressive speed for Dimir mid-range, though. I don't usually see them curve out quite that powerfully. Yeah, opening hand looks great. I think this is definitely something we're going first. We've got A little bit of counters. Ooh, up against mono white life gain. Okay. Let's get some white mana here. I don't think we pay life. I guess we could have paid life and been at 19 because we knew they were going to play a creature there. Do we get lost here? Like, they need this to turn on all of their other nonsense. We've got Beza. Could be correct for us to just go for the they get lost on the Sanctifier. I guess we can wait to see what they do, but I think we potentially are supposed to do that. Healer's Hawk. Okay, I guess if they've got like a couple forms of life gain, maybe we just get the actual threat and let this sit. Maybe their plan though is to try to get to Leyline, man. We could also just get rid of the Leyline. Halaya. Okay, I think now we get lost the Sanctifier, so they don't draw a card here. Oh wait, they still draw a card because of the Leyline. That was my mistake. Okay, that was definitely a misplay. I think we're supposed to get rid of Leyline. Okay, unfortunately we don't have the extra white to play Authority and hold up No More Lies. I think we just have to hold up 3 steps here. Yeah, this is really not ideal. Linden. I guess we could... The thing is, we kind of want to use this maybe for potentially card draw to get to board wipe action. Maybe we're just supposed to counter here, though, and just have, like, no... I think we just counter this. Yeah, I think we just have to counter here for the 3 mana, and then have access to potentially do 2 spells. Okay, we really need that extra white. I guess we got a demo field for white. Except we can't. I guess we just hold up No More Lies here for Halaya, which is probably what they go for. Yeah, counter that. Okay, there's the white. We can use that to get Beza going. Problem is, like, we don't get any extra creatures. We do get extra cards, though, so I think that's good enough. Yeah, I think not getting the Leyline was definitely a mistake. Okay, that could not have come any at any better time. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Do we want to try to get them to go for a little more? Maybe? Maybe we Authority here. Yeah, if we can try to get them, like, to think we got nothing. See if they can commit a little bit more. They might not. They might just push. Yeah, I think they're just being smart here. We could buy a little more time with Elspeth. I guess if they have a way to make this thing fly, they could kill Elspeth, which would be annoying. But I think we Elspeth for tokens and then just try to bait a little more out if we possibly can. Because if we just day, they just drop a bunch of stuff and we're kind of in the same boat. So Elspeth goes down to like 2. Oh yes, this is perfect. Now we get Elspeth back. This is great. Did we take 7 and just try to bait them out a little bit? Like if we do, maybe we get the day to be a little bit more effective. Drop to 8. I think we try to milk it. Get them try to commit a little bit more. Ah, they're not falling for it. Okay. That's fair. Ooh, they've got the interrupter. Okay, that's probably game. That's definitely game. And we would still be dead even if they, even if we hadn't attacked, because like they still hit us for 11. Yeah, that's gonna do it. We can't just play this next. Oh, we have to wait a turn, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. Three and 2. I think this hand is great. Again, I like the fact that Flanker like also kind of, it doesn't draw cards, but it scries, which is great. Do we care about playing Authority on turn 1? Maybe we're supposed to just be doing that. I don't know. I'm gonna try it this time. Okay, this could either be Jeskai or I guess possibly 4-color control, or just because I don't think this isn't. They don't run this in Izzet Cauldron. Do they do anything on 2 that's interesting? I don't really think so. I think we just have this come in tapped. Pretty sure this is 4-color control. I guess this might be like some sort of different version of Jeskai, or is it? Don't think we need Flanker yet. Let's just keep playing these multiversal passages. Do we want this to be white or blue is the real question. I guess we have Demo Field, so we can figure that out later. Let's get blue for now. Quantum Riddler. Do we care? Da, da, da. Yeah, the thing is kind of annoying, I suppose. Now we could demo field. We could go for get Anchorage going. I think I just get Anchorage going and then do flanker here if we have to. We can use flanker to get rid of their yard for Storm Chaser's talent, like in response if they try to bring it back. Yeah, we can't. Oh man, we should have saved. Okay, I think that was a mistake. Maybe countering early. Maybe we should have saved it for stock up. I'm not intimately familiar with this deck, so I'm not sure what we're supposed to counter. And then I think here, we actually might want to exile their yard so they can't do like a nice level 2 here. Like it does prevent us from scrying, but also gets rid of their stock up, which is kind of nice. Okay. Do we want demo field or maybe Fountainport? Let's go Fountainport. Hold flanker, make a token, get in. I think we just sit. Funny thing here is we can actually use our flanker to exile our own graveyard if we care that much. Because it's only for activated abilities, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. What does this thing do? Job select. Okay, so it just gets +1/+1 counters. Got it. I think we just make a token and block this. Consult is pretty good. Question is if we do it main phase, we're going to take a little bit of a hit here. I think we just, we'll do it end of turn. Trample and haste. All right, well that beats our tokens. If they can get one more spell, they hit us for 9. Do we want to go that low? I think we really want to consult this turn. I think we just end up taking it. Because I suppose we could try to block here, but they probably have at least one more spell. I guess we can consult right now. See if we draw something good that we could use for removal here, maybe. Day is pretty nice. It's not amazing, but it's okay. We could definitely use Beza. I don't know if Day is actually all that great, to be honest. Day plus maybe stock up. Do we have enough to do both? I think we have enough to do both. Could also do another Consult. Consult is pretty good. But we have enough mana for Beza plus stock up, so I think we just do that instead. Okay, now we stock up. Elspeth. Do we want a second authority? I don't think so. I think we just want Get Lost. Get rid of this Frostcliff, or maybe the Agathas. Or even one of these Storm Chaser talents. Okay, do they have enough to kill us? I don't think so. Because they can't add counters. They could get back, torch the tower. They could push for 12 here. They could, yeah, I suppose if they go for sleight of hand, push for 12. They've got enough because of the trample. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so maybe we were supposed to just Day of Judgment instead. Fun deck, though, I think. Okay, so we ended up going, let's see, 3-3? Yeah, 3-3. So we made our money back, barely, but definitely not as good of a showing as yesterday. I don't know if it's because of the changes that I made or just kind of me not being a control player and sort of knowing when to mulligan, when not to, etc. But I think that I do like the change from adding the, at least taking out the Rest in Peace for Kutzil's Flanker. I think that's a pretty good change, just because it does give us a little bit more game against aggro. Maybe not enough, but a little bit. And then the other change of adding in like a third flanker and a fourth stock up and cutting a Get Lost and an Elspeth. Again, I think that's sort of fine. I think it just really comes down to, you know, experience with the deck, knowing which hands to keep, which ones to not keep. But I like where it's at right now. Like all the card draw is great. I'm kind of interested to see what it would be like to run either Jeskai or 4-color control, just because there are some, like aggro is definitely this deck's tough matchup, I think. But anyways, if you guys enjoy the content and you want to see more of it, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.